One of the better launches Digital Extreme has had. I will say that semi-sarcastically because I've no idea what's going on. This is literally just happening. But update 33.6 Echoes of Duviri that will bring the Jackal as an assassination mission into the circuit. I'm looking forward to trying that. I've put off the circuit all week waiting for this, and yeah, what I didn't expect to see was this. This was kind of important simply because it may have taken them about 26 minutes to update their own website, but they finally did. Even if it's, oh no, there it goes. It's still in the process of actually updating because, you know, why not just have the information on the website and then just change a link, and all you gotta do is, you know, change the link internally and it's already up? No, they were still busy uploading imagery and everything else. Hence, that was like that before. But Wisp Prime, the Gunson Prime, the Warframe melee, and the Fullman Prime, her signature weapon, they are here. They are finally in the game. And this brings worse news than it does good news. Really, really hate to say this one, but Nidus Prime is gone. Yes, that is right. With update 33.6 Echoes of Duviri, the update they said they weren't doing over 2 months ago. Really, round of applause for Digital Extreme on that one. Wisp Prime has launched, but Nidus Prime has been vaulted, as has the Strun Prime, as has Magnus Prime. And so has all respect anybody has ever had for Digital Extreme and the Prime stuff, because they gave exactly zero notice this was going to happen. And that's unforgivable. They had the chance 2 days ago when they said, ooh, get hyped, Wisp Primers, coming July 27th. To be fair, they did launch her 3 hours earlier than expected, beginning the 27th on all platforms, blah blah blah, Wisp Prime, Fullman Prime, Jensen Prime, please buy it, we have Prime accessories that is basically an operator outfit and a Sandana. Oh, and resource booster and affinity booster for 90 days. But then kind of forgot to put at the bottom of this that what is entering the Prime Vault. But don't worry, Nidus Prime, the Strun Prime and Magnus Prime, they are still obtainable in game. You can still get the parts, build the parts, trade the relics. You just can't get new relics. And that's why it was important to notify people in advance so they can farm the relics instead of the Prime parts. There is actually a new Drifter melee weapon, the Argo and Vel, and I love the way the head on this spins round the handle, shall we call it this? But this is a hammer and shield melee weapon, and because it's from the Drifter, yeah, it means you are very, very heavy on the Duviri based resources to do this, and to get a hold of blueprints to do it, yeah, you have to go in and get the blueprint from within Duviri. It's slightly frustrating, but it doesn't cost an insane amount to build these things. Now, it doesn't cost a lot. Now, they've fixed all of the issues that were there when the game actually, the Duviri Paradox launched. Then they were a pain to build. Now, not so much. But I do like the look of this thing. It is very heavy on the crit and the status. This, I don't know why they've released a Prime Melee and this at the same time. This looks better. 30% crit chance, 16% status. The Prime version, 30%. It does have 50 extra damage though. Even if that is... It does more status, and it does a little bit more damage. That's all it needs to be. Remembering this thing has an alternate fire that is, of course, it's auto. You take the silencer off the end, so you can actually see the difference in the silencer, and it becomes full auto. This, I love this thing. It's just going to be a huge shame to have to take the router off. Loving that primary. It is just... It has amazed me at everything I've gone to do with it. It hasn't once disappointed me. Need to get a ribbon for that pretty badly. Luckily, I have many ribbons for this. And because obviously I will get wrong for not mentioning this. 160 damage, 16, 28, up to 20 and 34. Wow, Okay, the Gunson Prime has received a hell of an upgrade. Okay, yeah. These may be war fans actually worth mentioning, finally. Not like that's taking them. I'm not going there. It's Wisp Prime that kind of steals the show in this update because she's got, what is it, 25 extra armor and 25 extra shields. Going from 175 armor and 75 shields to 200 armor and 100 shields. And there's no covering it up, so all I will say is whoever decided her animation had to look like this knew exactly what they were doing when all of the bloom and everything disappeared about that point. Oh, and the fact that she's basically pointing it at the camera. Not stupid. Her abilities all stay the same. She just looks so much better than Wisp Prime. Normal Wisp. Wisp Prime looks so much better. I'm torn on this one. Let us know in the comment section below. What do you think? Does she look better now it looks like she has feet? Yeah. I couldn't help that one. I noticed that one straight away. Wisp with feet. It just doesn't look right at all. Of course, if you are looking for where to get the relics or anything else, you just go to the codex, go to the relics, and literally just type in what you're looking for and they will appear here. And you can see on here everywhere they drop under, well, ignore drop resources, because that is where you can get the relics. It's all of this list underneath it. That's all of the places you can actually obtain these relics. I am looking forward to jumping into the undercroft after forming the new Prime stuff, considering it's basically the only thing of interest in here, bar the Duviri melee weapon. Because the trauma clamps, well, let's just say you don't have to constantly be picking Vauban, because this is basically you shoot these open and they suck in enemies, and the damage and status they do depends upon the mood of Dominus Thrax. We'll also quickly move on to the new Incarnon Genesis that they didn't even bother adding an image of to their own update notes. The Boar, the Gorgon, the Anku, the Angstrom, and the Gamma Core now have their own Genesis Incarnon devices, and this is made slightly better because what they referred to as week 7, we are currently on week 1, is now actually going to be week 2, which means these things not accessible right now, you cannot get them right now, you will be able to get them come the weekly reset this Sunday on the 30th. Not that far away. I'm assuming that's why week 7 has become week 2, moving everything back a week, but it's also fully acceptable because, yeah, the Boar Prime Incarnate, the Angstrom, Prisma Angstrom Incarnate. There is actually some pretty decent weapons in here, and one that, let's just say, it's not too bad, but, well, every round's got to have something that's basically a filler. They will be probably, hopefully, adding more of these in the future. I'm just really looking forward to the Boar Prime. Incarnon Boar Prime. You can see it at week 2 right there. The Boar, the Gamma Core, the lack of imagery, and yes, Cavallero will have a market that opens on July 30th. It's an experiment they said they were going to run. It's going to be there every time he turns up with the week 2 rotations. Oh yes, before you go down to the comments section, I am painfully aware that's a lie. Because what they have done is come July 30th, once the rotation of the new Incarnon has occurred, they will permanently be accessible as a one-time purchase for players who have unlocked the Steel Path. That's right, the Incarnon market is now a permanent fixture, but only for the new Incarnon items that are unlocking this Sunday. They may add more to it in the future, they may not. Time will tell on that one. They may scrap the market idea completely. It's an experiment, people. Don't be too rough with them. In fact, the image here is kind of insulting. There is a few new decrees, and to be fair, knockdown resistance is really handy. Jump higher and gain 180% damage while airborne. Yeah, yes please. Some of these are actually fairly useful. Adding new Duviri capturer scenes, but then locking them behind the you have to go and find a ton of resources and take out the Uro worm a ton of times to get any of these. Yeah, there's only so many times you can actually look at a certain place. Why isn't the entirety of Duviri one capture scene? Where's that capture scene, and can we have that, please? Out of all of this, yeah, oh, we're not even going to go there. There is the fixes to Incarnons that everybody has been waiting for, and for this mainstream update that they called it, sorry, mainline update, insert joke below, there is a good general butt ton of fixes here. Not even joking. That is insane. Also, I love the fact that the bottom one is fixed Wisp using the incorrect reload animation for throwing knives. How long has Wisp been out for? They finally fixed it because her Prime has come out. I'm kind of going to miss that. Whoever told them about that, I'm not happy with you for that one. Everything else? Yeah, really looking forward to getting in and playing with the new Duviri Dojo rooms. Wisp Prime? She's going to be tons of fun. Operator suit? 0 cares given. Looking forward to trying out the new undercroft stuff, especially these things. The trauma clamp. They could be very useful in defense missions and extermination missions. And basically once it starts to get higher level, that's when these things should start to appear. We'll see. Time will tell on basically everything. That update 33.6, the update they said they weren't going to do, Echoes of Duviri, out now on all platforms.